Hey guys, and welcome back to today's NBA action for Friday, November 3rd. In this video, we're going to be discussing who we think has the better betting value against the spread in this contest between the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets. To get all of our NBA plays, you can check those out every day over at stumpthespread.com, link down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So heading into this one, Denver finding themselves as 5-point favorites on their home court with the over-under sitting at about 214 points. A little contrast in styles here. Denver typically liking to play a bit more up-tempo, up and down, ranking 5th in the NBA in assists, 10th in scoring average, 14th in total team defense, while you have Miami, who's more of a grinded-out type team, but again, ranking somewhat similarly in these numbers overall to Denver. Other than their assist numbers, they're ranked 22nd in the NBA in assists average, 19th in scoring, and 16th in total team defense. The road team in their last outing, the Heat at home, were able to come through against a very poor Chicago Bulls squad, but this was a good bounce-back win for the Heat nonetheless, picking that one up by a 6-point margin after coming off 3 straight losses, all at home against the Timberwolves, Celtics, and Spurs. Now having to go out on the road after having the vast majority of their games so far this season on their home court. The Heat not standing where they'd want to be right now, given how home-heavy their schedule has been at 3-4 overall. This was a team that was one of the hottest squads in the NBA through the second half of the regular season to end last year. We weren't completely buying in on this Heat team coming into this year. We feel like they don't necessarily have the right combination of offensive pieces to really compete in the upper tier of the Eastern Conference. We think that success for the Heat is probably, reaching maybe somewhere between the 6th and 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. And if they miss the playoffs, that would be very disappointing. But we also actually have a similar ceiling for the Nuggets, probably somewhere in that 7 to 8 seed out west. And if they miss the playoffs, that would also be disappointing. But Denver doing a little bit more to kind of bolster their roster and also having some more intriguing young pieces to build around going into the future. Probably a higher ceiling for this Denver team overall in the coming years than what we'll see from Miami. But Miami also gets the benefit of playing in the Eastern Conference, which will aid their abilities in trying to make a statement, while Denver having to play in the Western Conference, not going to be easy. Nothing's going to be handed to them for free. They're going to have to battle every step of the way as their young guys continue to develop together. But the home team today, the Nuggets, they looked very impressive in their last outing. They far surpassed our expectations against the Toronto Raptors, who are one of the top teams from the East. At home, the Nuggets went on to win that one by a final of 129 to 111. Very impressive offensive performance there from the Nuggets. Toronto might have been a little bit fatigued. They were on an extended road trip, and also it's just never easy to play on the road in Denver given the higher elevation. It can be a little bit harder for these guys that aren't used to that high elevation, and also the Nuggets home fans usually give them the support of a pretty strong home court advantage. But in that outing against Toronto, the starting lineup for the Nuggets, Millsap put in 20, Murray put up 24 points, but they also got some good contributions off the bench, 16 from Moutier as well as 13 from Barton. And then to contrast that to Miami in their last outing, much more defensive affair against the Bulls, 97-91 final. In that outing for the Heat, for their starters, it was really Goran Dragic who was the main contributor, picking up 20 points with Waiters at 13, Whiteside at 13, and then getting a big contribution off the bench, 19 points from Johnson. But heading into this one, we feel like the offensive advantages that Denver has, along with that home court advantage, are going to be big difference makers in this one for the home team. So with all that being said, we are going to go ahead, side with Denver to really piggyback off of that impressive win against Toronto as they go on to win and cover this manageable 5-point spread here at home against a Miami team that's become very comfortable at playing on their home arena, now having to travel out on the road, which hasn't been something that they've faced a whole lot so far on the young season. So again, siding with Denver, giving the points as our NBA pick video play for today's action. And again, guys, to get all of our NBA plays every day, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, link down in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping on in. We hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.